So I was talking to Kim V, our CEO, about the podcast because when I put in for this, I didn't, I didn't want to have a podcast called Speak Your Truth and not be able to speak your truth, right? And like that happens in our field for whatever reason, like because of regulations, or we need to be PC, or no one wants to offend anyone. And so I promised Kim that, we wouldn't get canceled. But that I really didn't want to do it if I was going to have to be like this fluffy,
and toxic positivity and everything.
Because that's not real, right? So it's called Speak Your Truth because this wouldn't be possible unless we got the funding from the county to start this. And aside from kids being able to like run it or do it as a means of like fun or just making suggestions of what we should talk about. Like I wanted to know that I could, be kind of raw about things and not really have to worry about it, right? So
and not only hearing systematic issues from providers, it's from clients telling us what they see as well.
Yeah, like we do enough. No one wants to hear about systematic.
Yes. I was just going to say that because they don't want to hear that. They want to hear what we're really thinking, and let's be simple about it. So when you say speak your truth, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking
So like I know that you guys have, when we talk about using this as a means of reaching like the youth that we don't already reach, because you guys, I like to think I have like intervened in kids' lives that have teetered on suicide, right? Mm-hmm. Like let's just be real. Like we hear every day that someone has considered ending their life, right? And it's really heavy, obviously, sure. But the thought of how many other kids that don't make it in to see us, right? Or like have a fear of coming in. And so I wanted to be able to reach some of those kids and like really answer some topics that they're not going to come out and just say like, "Hey ma," or like, "Hey," to their friend, like, "Is it weird that I want to die every single, like, and maybe have some kids on that have actually made it out there, so that's really how this came out, and I think that when I've seen you guys do it, but like when someone comes to me and they say like I don't want to be here anymore, like I want to end my life, it sounds weird, but that's like such a privilege for me, like, oh, like you think I can help you with this, right? Like that's a huge thing to give to someone and say like I need you to help me with this, and then like the first time
it's weighing heavy on my mind, and I want to talk about this because usually it's a situation they're going through, right? So they're like, when you talk to them, it's really like, I just don't want to be here right now. I want to be in an island away from everybody. And that's where I want to be. And then you start talking about, well, what's going on? And you're right. Like coming to me and talking to me about that, you felt comfortable to say, man, I was thinking of this and I had thoughts of how I was going to do this. And when you start talking about it, it's like, okay, no, I really don't want to do that. This is what I'm struggling with. It's a lot. It is a lot.
And giving you a safe space is so important. And I think that's what we really strive to do. And having them be able to come to us and open up about those things is an honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.